Okay, so this video is for anybody who has been looking at or seeing the Milan Art Mastery Program on their social feeds, or for anybody who is thinking about doing the program who hasn't actually jumped in yet. So I was on the Milan Art Mastery course a couple of years ago, and I stopped it. I had a bit of a break from it, and now I'm really excited to be jumping back into it and getting started with it again. And I used to make videos about the Milan Art Mastery course, but I didn't get past part 1, and I'll tell you for why. Okay, so the reason that I didn't get past part 1 of the course last time I was on it, and you'll know this if you've watched my last videos, the previous videos, is because I loved part 1 so much that I couldn't move past it. So I was kind of stuck there. Voluntarily, I did not want to come out of part 1. I was enjoying it so much that I deep dived into part 1, and I stayed there, and I stayed there, and I stayed there. And what happened was it took my art in a different direction. That's just being in part 1, mind. Just being in part 1, it took my art in a completely different direction. And so I needed to stay there to explore it. So that's what I did. And then what happened was my work, which is I teach art myself. So being on my own art journey and my own learning curve, I actually had to stop the course. So I stopped the course. It was also a money thing. Just to take a pause from it so that I could now explore this whole new arena that I was in. So that's why I paused the course. I paused it for 2 years, and now I'm so excited. I'm so excited that it just feels like the right time to jump back in. And I'm so excited now to jump back in because it looks like everything has changed. So if you've had a look online at the course, you'll see that they offer different sections. So when I did the course the first time around a couple of years ago, it was primarily, we started in the drawing section, and we had lots and lots of drawing exercises to do, which were wonderful, teaching you how to look at line work, how to do shading, how to use a proportional divider, which was fantastic, and I use it all the time since learning that particular skill. And then really we were jumping straight into oils, more or less. So that was quite a leap. But now, having logged into it more recently, a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, I can see that they have a whole new acrylic section, which I think is fantastic. The fact that you can work on your acrylic skills before transitioning over to the oils, I think is, it's just chef's kiss. It's just brilliant. It just gives you so much more to get into. It shows you more of the basics, and I think that's going to be really valuable for people who maybe aren't so proficient at painting, or who are coming at it as complete beginners. Most of these, by the way, are not from the course, although she is. The charcoals at the top are. These are just other pieces of work. So yeah, I think the acrylics is a fantastic introduction into the painting stages. So I'm going to follow them, I'm going to do them. So yeah, as I said before, I'm going to start the course from scratch as if I hadn't touched it before. I'm going to run through it and see how it goes. Now, something I did want to talk about is that they're really pushing their own materials. And of course they're in America, and it's a bit costly to get those materials over there, but they are kind of advocating for the fact that they're using really high quality pigments, especially in the acrylic paints that they're advocating for. So I've decided to do it so you don't have to. There we go. I decided to go for it. I decided to buy the acrylic set just to test it out, because I know they advocate so much for their own brand, because they say they put so much, high quality pigment in there. So I thought, just for the sake of the acrylic section, I'll fork out for it and test it out. Now, I think it was expensive looking online at the website, but I couldn't be sure. It's all a bit confusing because you get so many options. However, I did get hit with an extra tax when I ordered it, once it got to the UK. So you do need to factor that in, that you will be paying more than it says on the website. Let me put that down. So yeah, so I'm going to test it out. Now I want to see how different it is to, like, you know, the standard acrylics. I use a lot of acrylic paints in my studio. So currently I've got Winsor & Newton, I've got Granthams, I've got De La Rowney, I've got Boldmere. So yeah, all sorts of different brands, and we'll see. I'll test it. I'm used to those brands. I'm used to a variety. I'm going to test out the Milan Art acrylics, and then I can let you know, how they were for me personally. So yeah, so that's the materials. I am so excited to get started. I can't tell you. So yeah, I'm going to try, if I can get the hang of doing all this videoing thing, which is excruciating, then I will keep you posted. So stick with me, and if there's anything that you are you on the course, you know, I would love to hear your feedback. So if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments down below, and I will answer you. And yeah, let's do this. We're going to go through the course start to finish. We're going to try not to give up this time or get stuck in any of the sections so much that we end up living there, because that ain't the purpose of the course, I don't think, although it did work for me. So I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I'm blathering. Catch you next time. Wish me luck. See ya. Woo!